Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with King. It's been about a week or so since I've been on, so got a lot to go over, a lot to catch up on, and see what's happened. Really not a lot, but we'll go over it. Just want to get out of the way that this is not financial advice. This is only my opinion. Please do your due diligence before. Sorry, guys, the mute was off there. Sorry, that wasn't right. Okay, but anyway, please do your due diligence before making any decisions based on this information. So we keep going back to this weekly triangle, and it seemed like for the last 2 weeks, I mean, we basically hung around 6,400. We had a few little, hour spikes up and then just fall right back down. As you can see here, the triangle, we haven't touched it. It's the same triangle. And, we kind of broke out there. We came back here. Maybe it moved a little bit. It looks like it's the same. But either way, it's rejected at the triangle again. It's getting pushed back down to the bottom of the triangle again. I'm pretty sure there's no reason why we shouldn't come down here and test, at least the 6,000, test, at least test that area again. We also only have a few days left in the monthly. And we will get to that here in just a second. Let me get that out of the way. Let me get me out of the way. So, I'm still expecting us to test this moving average at some point at that 5,500 area. It'll most likely happen over here with our projections on the forecast. You're looking at 5,700 again, somewhere in that range. We should test that. And see what happens there based off of the weekly chart. We should definitely test that area. Now, I'm going to look over here at the monthly BLX chart, and I can actually drop this down to the weekly as well so you can see what I'm looking at here. So here's the weekly triangle on my monthly chart on the BLX index. Now, this chart hasn't moved. Okay, so here's our triangle. We did almost break through that there, and then we jumped over to this week where we've literally just been flat. And this hasn't updated yet. It'll update today, a little later on today. So it hasn't updated yet here. But this next week candle will also be the start of the new month candle. So looking at my weekly chart here, it looks like we got rejected right at the triangle there. And when this updates, that candle's going to come down to somewhere in here, depending on what happens for the rest of the day, the next 4 hours. Okay? But as of right now, that's where it stands. Now, we have a couple days left. If we close below 61.48, it'll be a new yearly low on the close of the weekly. Or sorry, no, this is on the weekly. Sorry, we want to look at the monthly. But it'd be a new low for the weekly. But if we go back to the monthly, the lowest monthly close of the year was 63.88. We don't have much to go actually at this point. If we close to the month today, we say at where we're at right now, we would close with a new monthly low. Again, nothing in this monthly chart showing us any signs of being bullish. So let me zoom out here a little bit. I mean, I've gone over this a few times with you guys now, and I'm going to show you guys again. But in the 2014 bear market, the 10th month, which we are on the 10th month of the bear market right now, as in the 10th month of the bear market for 2014. This candle, this month candle, broke the triangle down. Okay. And then the next one, it got worse, and it even got worse. Here, we could either break the triangle now, or start to in the next 2 days, and then finally break through here and test this 30-week moving average, which has been tested, or 30-month moving average, which was tested in that drop back in 2014. So I expect that to happen. So let's see. Obviously, I have some other lines on here with the Elliott wave. As you look at it here, you have an ABC correction. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. ABC correction where you don't know where C is going to end, but C ended testing the 50-week moving average, I believe, or the 100-week moving average. I'm not sure which one it is. Yeah, the 50. So the 50-week moving average, it tested that. So that's what I'm just going to guess and say it's going to do. See what happens. It'll also be back at the bottom of the channel, and then we could possibly see a slow rise up again, going to our new all-time high, and that's kind of my idea. We can go over that later, but anyway, I just wanted to go over that then. So let's jump over to there's our weekly chart again, and this is our weekly chart updated. We could also look at the monthly chart just real quick and see that that is updated. Not on the BLX chart, it's not right now, but right now it's updated with a new monthly low. If we close anywhere below that 63.83 area. So if we close beneath that, we're creating a new monthly low. I really doubt we'll see a run up anytime soon. Check out check out the 12-hour chart. So again, on the 12-hour chart, right to our triangle and down, you did have a red 2 beneath the red 1. If you were trading your sequential system, like we've been going over in a lot of our videos lately, your 2 went beneath your 2 went beneath a red 1 here. And here you could have entered a short trade about there somewhere else. Let's make this red real quick. Could have entered your short trade here. Okay. Somewhere in here when you've seen that still stay real low. You're at the top of the triangle. This is a good trade, good short trade. If you would have entered it, obviously, it would have paid off. Now, if you're still in that trade, you would take your stop loss, and I would probably move it to the top of this candle right now. Okay, you still have it's a red 4 beneath the red 3. There's a chance that there's still continued downside. We expect to test at least the bottom of the triangle around 6100 area. At least we'll test that. So there's a good area here. This is even still a decent short opportunity, maybe on the 12-hour. But we want to back this up with another time frame. But this is on the long time frame. This looked good. Obviously, it paid out. You had a red 2 beneath the red 1 here. You would have played around. Most likely, you wouldn't have got stopped out because you would have been at the swing high. Okay, so we'll see. It would have been a good trade either way. Even here, it would have been a good trade, depending on where you got in at. A little bit of profit there. But this is another way of using it, just showing you guys. So let's just check out the check out the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, again, gave you a short trade. Red 2 didn't go beneath the red 1. Red 2 did go beneath the red 1. Wouldn't have gotten stopped out. So there's many opportunities to get into this short. But either way, just here again on the last thing, red 2 beneath the red 1, you could have jumped in somewhere in here. Definitely probably there once it would have broke the low of 63.80. When it broke the 63.80 low, it was a great short. So red 2 beneath the red 1. Again, sequential system showed it to you. For you guys that ain't using it right now, I do have this this indicator out that I made up. It's the TSI volume set up, and basically what it is, it's just basically your RSI, obviously your oversold condition, or your overbought conditions, oversold conditions, and then you have your volume oscillator in here in the center. And I've noticed that if they start to spread, it will go down, and if they start to turn up together, you'll see at least a green candle or some kind of a movement. Really good for scalping. I've been watching it. And if you guys want to start testing it, messing around with it, go for it. It's on TradingView. Just look it up under indicators. Obviously, mine says my scripts, but it won't look like that if you look here. Just type in crypto TSI. Alright, and it'll pop up there. It's by me and Alvarado. Okay, so check it out. I got that. I've got a few other scripts in there as well, so you can take a look at that. Alright, let's see here. Oops, sorry guys. Let's go to the hourly chart. Again, the hourly chart didn't look like a good short trade at all because it's giving you a 9 here. But it looks like it's going to be a continuation of this pattern, so we'll just have to watch and see where it goes. I expect it to continue to keep going down. Your volume is coming down. We'll just have to see what happens. But man, what a week. It's just been sideways 2 weeks in a row at the 6,400 range. Very, very stable for Bitcoin. So we'll just see where it ends up going. Obviously, the monthly chart, we've gone over it. If you guys want, we can take a look at yeah, that's not that one. Here we go. S&P 500 is, oh no wait, this is Cron. Cannabis stock, Cron. It's way back down to the bottom of its channel here. This may be a great time to buy Tron. It's fully back to the bottom of the channel. I believe that it should be able to hold this, so let's if you're holding Cron, I'm buying Cron. Buying Cron now. If you're gonna be able to, if you're buying it, buy it now because it's in a good spot, or you can put an option on it to be higher than it is. Okay, buy a call option on it because it should start to go back up. It's looking pretty low here. It's definitely getting towards the oversold levels. Let's see, no, so I can see it better. Yeah, see, so it's starting to get in the oversold levels. Your volume started to turn back up. You could see a good run up in Cron here pretty soon, so that might be a good buy. Let's just watch it for a bit because the S&P is falling too. S&P has now broke through the 786 fib level resistance on the, or support. You know, will probably come down to the 2580 range now or so. Maybe another $100 drop is in store in the next day or two. We may see a bounce here, maybe start to see a rebound, but again, let's not trade it. Stay away from it right now. Who knows where it's going to go at this point. And it's, you know, it did hit oversold levels the other day, but it's starting to come back down and hit those oversold levels again. We'll see. We'll just have to see what happens. We did get a little candle here on the hourly out of the BB, so we could see a little bit of a move up. But it did start another countdown. So, you know, let's see if this candle gets below that 1. If it does, then this will probably continue to test the bottom and go farther. 62 is some strong support now. We'll have to really see. But we're not getting the bounce from the 62 levels that we have the last few weeks or the last month or so. It's starting to slow down just a little bit. The bounce is not as strong, so let's see where it heads. Outside of that, guys, if you guys like what we do and you want to support our work, check us out at thriveforcrypto.com. Go under affiliates. They're all listed in the video description. So I'm using those links. That helps us out with our free content and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't think there's much else to go over except for the fact that I still think that we will be heading to test that Let's zoom in a little bit for you. Heading to test that 30-week moving average, or 30-month moving average, which is at about 5,000. I think again we'll still stop at 55, 57 area, as the weekly tells us that that's where we will have a little bit of resistance, but not the same as we will on the monthly. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes, but it looks like it's about to break down. I mean, it stayed pretty much on this monthly triangle. It hasn't budged at all. I mean, nothing's changed since last week. I mean, it's been the same story. So that's basically where we're at. So let's see where it goes. Other than that, I think I am going to get out of here. So we will see you guys later.